Alright, we should be live. So, previously on Dire, Shelveth about a house, discovered a door fight club in the dungeon below it, her house, and we saw some llamas, and I guess that was mostly about it.
I would like to mention that the llamas are Gary's friend now.
Gotcha.
I feel bad that I forgot about the llama.
Yeah, he played them a melody because he is a bard after all. And so, I think we're going to start right where we left off last time. The party is in Shelveth's new house, and they were just leaving it after having purchased it and found the door fight club and all. Yeah, I'm checking which map you guys are on right now. Bringing you to the village. Cool. So right now we have Gary, Shelvetha, and Lily, and the chief had left already, so he's off somewhere that we don't know.
That mischievous chief.
Yeah. Alright, so as you guys are walking out, you'll notice that Lily is kind of banged up after her fight with the dwarf and needs some medical attention, a health potion or something. Do you guys have that in your inventory, or do you need to go find someone to help?
Let me check my inventory.
Say what?
I just gotta check my inventory. I need it right. Yeah. Okay.
What's in a mess kit? Oh, sorry.
No. What'd you say?
What's in a mess kit? Adventuring gear. Oh, sorry. I can read. Never mind. I got nothing that'll help.
I have a lot of knives. I have the one spell that gives a little bit of healing, but only about 4. What's she at? She's at 9 out of 12, so we'll make it up. I instruct Lily to take a seat on the ground, and I will try my healing word one more time on her. I'm gonna roll for that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 4. That's the amount of points I think we're supposed to heal her after that, which gives her back to full health. Does it matter whether we keep Lily around for the trip around this thing, or were you saying that she's pretty banged up and trying to give it like a home now so we can put the character somewhere?
No, I was just thinking that she needs to be healed up for next session, or it would just make sense for the story to not leave her all bruised up.
Sweet. Well, yeah, I applied the things back, so Lily's feeling better. She looks, and all the bruises disappeared, and Gary just looked real snugged. Starts playing a really, really rapid song.
Alright, great. And so now that Lily's all healed up, what does she want to do? Is she going to stick with the party for the session?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Gary's like, yeah, I like having my bodyguard around.
Gotcha. And we need to pick up Katie, or will we just have Lily?
Oh wait, you're muted.
You muted.
I am muted. I said, why not? Let's stop by the tea shop, grab Katie.
Okay. Alright, so everybody's gonna make their way to the tea shop. Ooh, that might work. Going to the tea shop. How are you gonna go get Katie?
Are we at the shepherd's house, or we're at the tea shop?
The tea shop.
Okay, we're outside. I assume we're outside, and Gary is like, I feel too lazy, so he just starts hollering. Oh, okay, we're inside now. I see. Yeah, he just cups his hands and shouts, Katie, what are you doing? I left you here to run the business. Why aren't you on the floor? Who's running the counter?
And are you controlling Katie, or am I?
How about you control Katie? I've got her sheet open though, so you can just tell me when I need to roll for something.
Okay.
Yeah, I was debating if I wanted to ask you or Shelby if they wanted to play for that character.
I think it'd be a good idea for Shelby to try and control another character. Do you want to try that, or should I?
I can give it a go.
Okay, cool. Unless it's too much, that's okay.
I mean, I'll let you know if I feel like we need to switch, I guess.
Okay.
I think you'll be alright.
No.
We'll give you suggestions what you think you should try to if we think that the character has something special.
Yeah. Can you remind me like who Katie or like what Katie is? I kind of.
Katie is a rock gnome who is a tinkerer and a thief. She's a previous thief. She's been pretty handy with her short bow. She carries a short sword. She has a tinkerer set. Nothing like spell wise though, so it's really just like bow or sword, like sleight of hand or anything like that.
Okay. I think that's.
I don't know if I can just send you her character sheet. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, why not?
What happens when I paste it to the chat? Like if I click on.
Yeah, I think it's loading.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
Catherine the Great. Nice.
Okay, yep, that's yours. Yeah, you can just have that open and roll for her whenever you need to.
I don't think she'll be able to roll with that.
I don't know. I just opened her character, Shelbitha's character sheet from the link you sent me, and I think it allowed me.
Oh, no way.
Let me try it
Oh, I
again.
don't know what's on my phone. Maybe that's why I haven't.
Oh, nope, I cannot roll. Never mind.
Hmm.
Be logged in for that account.
Oh, worth a shot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will keep Katie's character sheet open.
Okay.
Gary just called out for Katie. I'm gonna say Katie was asleep because she's been taking care of the tea shop. Oof, let me say that. And just fell asleep on the job. And she didn't wake up from Gary yelling out to her. So.
Gary is going to investigate why no one's running. But he only rolled an 8, so I don't think he sees anything. But I think that's up to you, Colton.
No, so I wouldn't actually roll for that, being such a small detail.
Oh, I see.
But what I was going to say is that maybe Frederick heard that and he's going to run upstairs and grab Katie, wake her up, and bring her downstairs. So he did it. He's gonna do that, and now Katie's with the party. And Frederick, being the wise druid that he is, suggests that, hey guys, maybe you should go to the journal store and buy some healing potions and some supplies for your next adventures. And he's going to tag along as well because he's low on equipment.
What a wise idea, Frederick. Let's go. Everybody out.
Okay, so
We're
all of you
closing up the
guys
tea shop, right?
say what?
We're closing up the tea shop, right? Katie doesn't have to stay here while you guys get supplies.
Yeah, we're locking it down.
Correct. We're all going to go out together. And bringing you guys to the village now. This should be okay. The general store is pretty much at the top of the village. Let me just grab everybody's tokens.
If you just selected like the group and then like hit Control C and then switched maps and then hit Control V, would it paste them to size?
Maybe. I haven't tried it like that. What I've started doing is putting them on the GM layer, and I found that's kind of the quickest way to bring them out and show them and put them away.
Okay. Yeah, I don't play the gene layer enough. I didn't even remember that was a thing.
Yeah, I was just gonna show you it at some point before the next session. So you guys are gonna head over to the general store. Anything you guys want to do before you get there?
I don't think so.
What if I said that I wanted to play a llama summoning melody?
You can give it a shot. Do you have any spells that would summon a llama?
I do not.
Okay. Maybe that's something that the guy in the general store has.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna ask him.
And I believe I scaled the map to life scale. So the distance calculator measure should be relatively accurate.
Oh, sweet.
So if we were being playing a really realistic game, it would take, I guess, I think our speed is 30 feet per turn or something. So that'd be like 8 turns to get over to the general store. But anyway, since you guys didn't want to do anything particular, we're gonna head straight in. And the shopkeeper is going to introduce himself as Timothy, the air genocide.
Timothy the what?
The air genocide. He's a variant of Lily's character, which is a fire genocide. She basically has inherent fire controlling and throwing capabilities, where this air genocide has, I guess, basic airflow capabilities due to
So-
his Fey ancestry, which are like
Yeah.
spirits of this particular world.
So it's like they're half genie, half some other being, usually like a mortal, like human, elf, or whatever. Yeah, like you said, they're kind of like elemental in power.
Cool. Got it.
And he goes, "Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? How can I help you today?"
What? Well, I think we're here. Oh, sorry. You can go ahead.
You go.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think we're here to see what healing tools you have.
Yeah, we need the best of only the best.
Alright, so he's gonna say, well, fantastic. You guys are in luck. I happen to have a few healing potions, among other things. Let me show you my. What in particular are you guys looking for? And I'll tell you if I have it.
I can't think of a thing to ask for. Do you have any spell books on animals? It's not a healing item.
Mhm.
Well, it's not a healing item, but that's the only thing I can think of.
He says, I believe I do. Let me check. So, I think you'd want to go to the builder, and this is just the way that I'm going to do it, because I'm not sure what the correct way is. But anyway, go to your character builder, and go to the part that lets you look for spells that are particular to bards.
Yep, I was there, and we had. I've got two in here. I have animal friendship and speak with animals. I could send you a little screenshot though.
And you're level 2, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so he goes back into his shop and rummages around a little bit and comes back with the spell that you're looking for, contained in a scroll, let's say. All you need to do is read it, and you should know that spell.
Wow, how much for this roll, old man? Wait, is he old? I just assumed he was old. I can't tell your age, sir.
And I forget how old they live. I'm not going to look it up right now, but he is slightly offended by that, being that he's rather still young, and maybe self-conscious about being air genocide. Genocide? I'm going with genocide.
I know what it's like to be insecure about your existence. I, a half elf, have really lived your struggle. So please consider me a brother, Mr. Air Genocide Timothy of mysterious age. I will give you 1 gold piece for this spell.
Give me just a second. They might have the cost of this in here.
Oh, alright. I'll also pull up the list of things. We've got a lot of healing stuff available.
Okay, so he's going to say that Animal Friendship spell is going to cost 75 gold.
Interesting. Sorry, I was reading more about the tutor notes. Yeah, I will fork over that 75 gold. What a deal.
And here's a list of all the bard spells.
I like how roll, like D&D Beyond automatic is like, yep, you can only have one of these. Like at the level or whatever in that.
Yeah. It does a good job of avoiding confusion.
It does. Alright. Just gonna go for healing. Do we just want potions of healing?
Um,
Shelvita, would you like a potion or did you want like a kit?
What kind of kit?
Oh, like I don't know. I guess we could like homebrew a kit. I only see healing potions. Wow.
Timothy's
Potion costs
gonna
50 gold.
pipe up and say, yeah, he has some healing potions for 50 gold. A potion of healing for 200 gold.
Wow.
For 200 gold, the potion heals 2d4 plus 2 hit points. The 50 gold also does the same. I have some lamps and some fishing tackle, a dice set, magnifying glass. I have a quartz, some star rose quartz, a spell book. Do you have a spell book, Gary? Ask the Timothy, the shopkeeper.
Gary. I don't think Gary has a spell book. Would you like to buy anything from the shop while you're here? Lily has inquired, do they have drugs?
Hmm. You know what? Let me check in the back, he says.
What was that? Oh, it was just a little quiet, yeah. I got him turned up now. So, is Timothy in the back?
Yeah. And he's you heard him rummaging around a little bit again, and he comes back empty-handed, and he's gonna go, the chief must have been behind on his farm's production this week because I don't have anything left. But check again later, and I'm sure I'll have some.
Well, I am going to suggest that Lily pick up a health potion because she doesn't have any spells to heal herself. So she's going to spend 50 gold on one of his health potions. Oh, there's a healing kit. That's an option. Do you have a healing kit around?
And he has to check real quick, but he's excited about somebody buying something.
Okay, I don't even know why I didn't show up for it. Did I play healing too much?
He does not have a healing kit.
Man, what a way to twist our arms for your maximum profit, Timothy. Healing kit is a tenth of the cost of a healing potion.
But he does have a Staff of Healing, which has 10 charges and has to be used by a magic wielder. So that means a bard or
Okay.
bard, cleric, or druid.
How much for the staff of healing, sir?
One of those is gonna cost you 550 gold.
I'll give you 120.
He will say, I can chop it in half and give you it for that much.
Wow, look at that discount. How about just the potion of healing?
Very well. So, how much did you pay him?
You said it was 50?
Yeah. And he also has a couple sets of armor hide. Or hide armor, my bad.
Wow, and it's only 10. What are you charging for that? 20 gold pence for a 10 gold pence hide armor? I'm on to you, Timothy. Honestly, do any of us have armor? Okay. I have armor?
Yeah, you guys all should have some armor.
Yeah,
And one detail I forgot to tell you guys is that last session it began with a nice sunny day, and when you guys left Shelby's new house, the weather was going bad. It's a little bit more windy, and some clouds are coming in from the distance.
you have any umbrellas, Timothy?
And he goes, "What's an umbrella?"
Oh, just an umbrella. And then Gary just proceeds to act out like rain falling and having a shield. An elaborate set of arm movements for a very simple explanation.
"Are you alright there, son?" he says. "I'm not sure what you're getting at. We just have some hide coats that cover yourselves up from the rain."
Well, give my friend here some hide armor. She is in need of armor too.
And Shelbitha will also take some armor. Hmm.
Wow, yeah. Somehow I forgot to give Shelitha any armor.
How am I still alive?
So you have 33 gold, and hide
How'd
armor
you get it?
costs 10 gold for an armor class of 12, which is on a scale from 1 to 20 how hard it is to get hit by something.
Okay. I'll pay the 10 gold for that.
Goes very well. Goes back and grabs the set and brings it to you. So I'll add that for you.
Well, thank you, Timothy.
So your armor class is at 14 now. Alright, and Timothy's gonna ask if you guys want anything else. Shelbatha, do you need any healing potions or anything?
I don't think I can afford any healing. Anything.
Your javelins are
Said
looking
you
a little dull. Do you need them sharpened?
What's that gonna set me back?
I can sharpen it up for 15 gold.
For 15 gold?
Yes,
I'd
ma'am.
rather sharpen them myself.
Timothy, you're.
But do you have any hand? Oh,
Oh, sorry.
what'd you say?
I said, Timothy, you're running a robbery shop.
Now,
Do you
how's
have any
that?
hand axes?
I believe I do.
How much for one of those?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's see. A hand axe is going to cost you 5 gold pieces. They weigh 2 pounds. And they have a range of 20 to 60 feet.
Let's see. 2 pounds. Is there a limit to like how much? I mean, I'm assuming there's a limit to how much I can carry, but where?
No, we're ignoring that for now.
Okay, then yeah, I'll give you 5 gold pieces for one of those axes.
Fantastic, he
Right.
says.
I wonder if Katie should get anything.
Okay. I did just see that you have a great axe and now 3 hand axes.
I swear, when I looked at it, there was 0 hand axes. Thought there was nothing next to it.
Me too. I don't know why I didn't see that, but yeah. So those hand axes can be thrown, but your great axe cannot be.
Okay.
And the javelins can be thrown as well. I think you only have one, though.
Oh, I guess I was looking at it wrong. I thought. Oh, God. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Switch between like Shabbatha's and Katie's character cards, and my phone keeps glitching out trying to look at the inventory on both of them.
Oh, no.
Okay. Trying to see if Katie needs anything. Honestly, don't know.
I can help that Katie out with anything too.
Do you think Katie should get a healing potion? She's got the money for it, but see like a little more than half of everything she's got.
Yeah. Does Timothy buy stuff by chance?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. What do you
Kind
have?
of like a pawn shop.
Mm-hmm. He goes, I like to stay away from those dang franchises. They are just trouble. This is a strictly mom and pop shop without the mom.
She has so much random stuff in her backpack.
There's a lot.
I think I'm gonna try to avoid just trying to go through and sell anything, I guess. I think Kate should just buy a healing potion. And she'll just have to lose 50 here. Unless, like, she's got 2 daggers, but I kind of like picturing a little rock gnome having, like they're gonna be they look bigger in her hands anyways. Just like, essentially it's like 2 big old daggers in her hand, like, and I'm like picturing it there, don't know why. And then I don't think she has anything excess there. She's already got armor. I think a boomerang is a dope ass thing, honestly. I want to see her use it in action and see if it works.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, I don't see anything good to sell off in hers, and then I don't want to have to go through trying to sell Gary's stuff and make it like a joint. Because he picked up those rusty knives and shields from the cave, and he wants to sell them, but he also wanted to fix them up so he could sell them for more. I'm picturing this like a nice like inn or shop or whatever in Skyrim, just trying to like improve something, sell it, improve something, sell it.
Yeah.
Not that I have to go that deep.
That'd be, I mean, we definitely could, and that's something that you could bring to the Tinker Shop and have Katie's character do.
Oh my gosh, that is a great idea. Okay, well, I added the thing to Katie's inventory and removed 50 things, 50 gold pieces.
Nice, okay. Alright, so is that everything you guys want?
That's all I can afford.
Okay, cool. So now that you guys are all healed up and have enough equipment for our next adventure, you notice the wind is getting pretty bad outside, and you're gonna go check it out. So let me move you to the village. Oh dear. Right there should be fine. So you guys are coming out of the general store. You see that the wind is blowing really bad. The dark clouds have covered most of the sky. It's kind of humid, and it looks like a bad thunderstorm is gonna roll in and hit you guys. And real quick, Gary, what is your character's passive perception, investigation, and insight?
Oh, Citri, I think you're muted.
I was muted. Yep. What you said? Insight, perception, and then what was the other one?
Investigation.
Investigation. They're all in your senses below saving throws and above your proficiencies in languages. Just left of your skills.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Passive wisdom is a 10. Passive investigation is 14, and yeah, 10, 14, 10.
10,
Oh,
14.
and I've got a dark vision of 60 feet.
Okay, nice.
It's okay, guys. If a storm rolls in, I can lead us home. I see so good in the dark.
I think Katie has a lamp that can help too.
And what are Katie's?
Hold on. Switch back here.
I've got it pulled up if it's loading for you. It's 10, 11,
Okay.
10.
Okay. Because I was
think-
thinking about using these more often.
I think Shelbatha's were 11, 13, 11.
Yep, that is correct.
And
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Lily's as well.
Yeah, what are those?
10, 13, 10.
Okay, gotcha. So you guys all have the same perception. And Frederick, oh, he has 13. So he's going to be the one to notice a group of characters walking down the path towards you guys. He sees what appears to be a polar bear with two halflings riding on its back.
Another polar bear? Where do you guys keep getting these from?
And Frederick's going to hear that and tell you that the halflings in west of this area are well known for polar bear breeding.
Gary's gonna say, man, I've read about polar bears. I don't know how they deal with that.
And Shelbatha pipes up and says that the last time she saw a polar bear was when she worked at the circus. And man, they don't always work well for the crowds.
I love how this bear token is bigger.
I thought it'd make sense. Because you have these two halflings that are too small to tell out discernible detail riding on top and just kind of moseying on down the trail here. And they're about 150 feet away. So maybe they haven't quite spotted you yet. And what do you guys want to do?
Guys, I feel like we run the town. Do we want a polar bear in our town? I think now's our only chance to stop a polar bear from being in our town.
Man, should we try and talk to them first, or just go and intimidate them to leave?
I feel like we should intercept them at that fork in the road and spread out with our weapons drawn to make them see we mean business.
Frederick is going to say, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Being a druid, I can turn into a polar bear if we need to fight them off.
You're a druid? I thought you were a genocide. And
No.
by the way, I'm saying this is a Gary. I know he's a tiefling personally, but I'm just going to misidentify him.
Okay. And he goes, nope, I am in fact a druid. So, should we have to fight these guys, I think I could possibly take the polar bear.
Shelby suggests maybe you should turn into a polar bear now so that we can show them we already have a polar bear in this town.
He says, I don't want to be too threatening, these guys may not be here to attack us.
Well, fair enough. I say let's move into position, guys.
Okay, so
Wait, weapons drawn or undrawn? Like Gary says, this is like halfway pulling out his longsword.
At the ready, maybe not drawn. Is Shelb's suggestion, just in case they're not here to be aggressive.
Fair enough.
And mind you, it will take some time to equip a weapon if you don't already have it done so. So you guys are gonna walk up to them at the ready, but unequipped.
Is there like a option for us to be like at the ready, quick action, pull out the javelin and throw that shit, or?
I hadn't looked that up quite yet. So, I think we should just decide here. If an action takes a few seconds, do you think that you would be able to equip, say, a javelin or a knife and be able to throw it as well in a couple of seconds? In one of your turns in a combat phase.
I feel like that would definitely affect your accuracy if you're just like jerking it out and just going for it, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so what if we made that a roll at disadvantage? But if you have it out and ready, then you roll normally.
I think that's a pretty fair roll.
Alright, cool.
Did Shelby? Did he tell you about roll to advantage or roll to disadvantage before?
I think you mentioned it, but I'm not super clear on it.
So they both are. You roll 2 dice. Rolling to advantage, then you take the higher of the 2, and rolling to disadvantage, you take the lower of the 2.
So is that only when you're like attacking somebody, or is there other instances?
There are a lot of other instances. That can happen during dialogue, to pretty much any other action.
Okay.
Well, I say with this rule in mind that all of the long-range people, which Shelbita's got javelins, I have a javelin, and Katie has a short bow. I think if we have them equipped but aren't pointing them at them, I think that's good enough.
Okay. And at this point, Frederick goes, "Oh crap, I forgot to buy a better weapon." And he just pulls out a small dagger. Alright, and the halflings are gonna see you guys, and they're gonna go, "Hello there." And before waiting for a response, they're gonna just go off and say, we're here on the behalf of the board of the Kingdom of the Halflings. We are searching for 5 of our men and Roxy the polar bear. They've been missing for over a week, and we are unable to find their tracks. Do you know anything about them?
We're not sure if we do.
Well, we may have... sorry, Shelby. We may have lost their tracks, but they were within the village's vicinity, so we're hoping somebody here knows what's happened.
Do they have an intimidating tone, or are they like ominous, or do they seem friendly?
They seem like they're kind of upset. Taking a closer look at them, they kind of look like hardy folk, even though they're halflings. One of them appears to be a kind of heavier built, stout halfling with a lot of knives all over his body. It looks like he likes to throw them. And the other one seems like a magic caster, a spell caster. And yeah, their tone isn't very friendly. They seem like they've been out tracking their friends' tracks, and they haven't had very good luck, so they're upset.
Well, Gary remembers that there was a polar bear and a bunch of halflings that they had fought. But he is trying to figure out on the fly what to tell these people. He yells out that I don't think you'll be finding any of your comrades or that polar bear. And the last I checked, you were not in the kingdom of the halflings. So we recommend you leave.
Halflings look at each other and give each other kind of an affirming nod, and then look back at you guys and say, well, we don't appreciate your tone. We're out here looking to save our friends. The least you could do is try to help us out and ask some questions or something. Are you sure this is how you want to handle the situation?
Well, I wouldn't like to fight if we don't have to, but I can help you in your quest here. Your friends are deceased, and yeah, you said 5 halflings and a polar bear, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What did the polar bear look like?
He was, like any other polar bear, big and white, fully grown.
I thought you said it was Roxy. Her name was Roxy.
That's right, Roxy the polar bear. So you're telling me you know that these halflings and polar bear are dead? Is that right?
I'm sorry to inform you, but your comrades and this Roxy were in an altercation with the leader of our village while they were out fetching supplies for our village, and we had to confront them to rescue our chief. And Gary just kind of shrugs and says, "What happens, happens. This is a wild world."
They want to know where the leader is. Who is this leader of yours? They ask. We're gonna need to speak with him.
His name is Chief. Gary's just now realizing that he's never asked the chief his name. He just moved into the village and accepted that he was the chief.
And so Frederick is gonna pipe up and say, "What are you talking about? It's Chief Wanadubi. That's who you want."
Ah, yes, Chief Wanadubi.
And Frederick is gonna roll for deception to see if he can trick these guys, and because he says, the chief has left for a few days on a business trip. He's not here right now. He rolls 16, so I'm gonna say that he succeeds. The halflings believe them, and they have an awfully sour look on their face, and they go, "We're gonna come back for this chief, okay? Our friends deserve some retribution."
What sort of retribution do you believe criminals are owed?
I believe we need the chief's head for this horrible travesty.
I want to say you and what army?
Horrible transgression. We are not going to forget this. Roxy was a great fighting bear who produced a great lineage, and her loss will be felt by many of our halflings folks. And they start to turn around and say that they're going to be back again.
Gary calls out, "Wait," and asks if there's anything other than the chief's head that they can do to settle this right now.
They go, "No, I don't think so. had you come to us sooner and told us about our friends' deaths, maybe we could have come to something. But
How are we supposed to know where to find you? I've never left the vicinity of this valley.
and that's why we're not demanding your head. We only want the chief. And they turn around and plot off.
Does anybody does anybody know where the kingdom of the halflings are? Do we have time to ambush these people?
Yeah, the kingdom, I'll show you guys the map. Where is it? So the kingdom of the halflings, as Franklin recalls, since he traveled throughout the area, is in the Tenebrous Terrae. That one over there. Which I don't think I have this one to scale. Yeah, it's not 60 feet away.
He's super close.
Yeah.
Gary scoots over to Franklin just to quietly ask, do you think you could imitate that bear specifically? How long do you think you could live as a bear?
He's pretty confident about his ability to mimic that bear. I think I can do it for quite a while. Why do you ask?
Well, we can tell them that we lied to them because we wanted to keep the bear, and now bargain with them and give them the bear back to try to settle this. We follow you to your camp tonight, since it's obviously not very close to their kingdom, and then we ambush them.
We could possibly do that.
Elbeth asks if we should find the chief and see what he wants to do.
Pretty sure the chief doesn't want to die, but that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe he'll be okay sacrificing himself for the good of the village.
That's a fair point.
Does anybody know how long we've been on?
I think it's been about an hour.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because the next part of the story basically just skips a few hours. So this would be a good place to end. How do you guys feel?
I'd be okay with that. I probably can't stay on too much longer.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm okay with that. We can resolve this to go and figure out what to do with the chief later.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you got the story written, but like, as the characters be like, well, that's troubling, but then nobody thinks of going and telling the chief what happened. They all just go about their day. We'll deal with that when it comes.
Yeah, just have everybody say, alright, we gotta go do that, and then nobody actually gets assigned to do that.